once again, the 2nd of August. Thank you so much for being here. We have a special guest today, Michael. He hasn't arrived yet, but he can pop in anytime. I'm going to go check out my YouTube channel, turn it over to Red, and I'll be back.
Okay, Marty, thanks very much. Good to be here once again with my friends, Marty DeGarmo and the man himself, Chris Hey Johnson. Good to see you guys. Always a pleasure on a Wednesday for OnPassive 360. Got a great show coming up today for everybody out there. We're going to go over what we heard from our CEO, Mufareh, last night on the webinar that he was in. If you want a recording of this, guys, it is in your OFounders back office under the update section. Just click on the picture there and it will take you to one of the YouTube channels that it is on at the moment. And you can listen to what our CEO had to say in all its glory in the full version. But we're going to go over a few things on there today. We're also going to give you a week in review of what's been happening in OnPassive land. And then my good friend Chris Johnson is going to give us some very wise words, as he always does. So without further ado, over to you, Chris Johnson.
Thank you, Redfern. Thank you, Marty DeGarmo. I am just blown up from last night. Stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning. Completely broke my schedule from what I've been keeping. My week has been going phenomenal. Mufareh last night put the cherry on the top, if you know what I mean. I am fired up about it. One of the things he said, we'll talk a little bit about it. I know that the video from last night is now in the update section. Thank you very much, Marty DeGarmo, for putting it back there. This is not something you can want to come on the panel. Michael Williams, you got 5 seconds or I'm going to fire you. Greatest company in the world, guys. If you can excite this big guy right here, there's just nothing but good happening. Marty DeGarmo, don't wave at me. Back to you, brother. Are you not ready yet? No. Happy birthday. Anybody's got a birthday out there while Marty's getting ready. He's in thought. Deep thought. Look at him. The deep thinker.
I think he's sorting his YouTube out still.
Yeah, I'll wait. I wait till the afterwards. I should go on his YouTube and make comments still. What do you think? Hi, Marty. What are you doing over here? Get over here. Look at him. He wants to say it, Red. You know he wants to say it. Oh.
I bet he's going to say, bite me.
Oh, you know why, Marty? He's probably having the same issue. We got to warn people. They got to go to Google or whatever it tells them to go through.
Absolutely, yeah. So whilst Marty is sorting out access for Michael Williams, myself and Chris, we're just going to fill in for a while. And let's just start then.
I'm ready, Red.
Oh, here we go then. Back to you.
My panel was froze up. The buttons wouldn't work at all. Sorry about that. And all of a sudden it was okay. I don't know what happened. Anyway, once again, thank you all for being here. Yes, last night we had a wonderful time. It was we started on Omino, just kind of chatting, and all of a sudden he texts Chris, and next thing you know, we're on the big Zoom, and we had a good time, a really good time. We'll get into different details of what went down, but there was one thing I can tell you: cling. There was a lot of gold nuggets dropping all over the place. He brought up some of the features, and that how the enhanced features have been enhanced. So he was talking like noise reduction, that even in the airport or Marty DeGarmo's living room could be cut out from me yelling, "Shut up" to the dogs. I said I'm not going to do that again, no matter what. But anyway, that would be cool, by the way, because then if they don't hear it, you're jumping around like something's going on. You're going to look like an idiot. But really cool stuff. He said, then voice to text, because he was showing it on Zoom, was horrible because it was over top of each other. Like if you read it normal, it really doesn't make sense. He said it is so crisp, so quick, it's almost writing at the second you say it. Like you're almost going, man, it's just I know what I'm going to say. I hope not. I'd be in trouble. But no, stuff like that, to go that go that extra 500 miles. I was going to say go the extra mile. OnPassive doesn't go 1 mile. That's for sure. I also want to tell everybody out there watching this for the first time, or maybe you're definitely watching. Hold on a second. Let me get Michael in here. Hello, Michael. I'm trying to get it clicked over. Of course, it's froze up again. Can you guys? Can you?
We can hear him.
I'm right here.
Can you guys? Can you let him? Can you let him in, or you don't have that switch?
He's in here, Marty.
I'm in.
He's
I'm
in
in
here,
like
Marty.
Flynn.
Don't worry.
Oh, I
In
don't
like
see
Flynn,
his.
exactly.
Okay, I don't see him on the screen. Okay, hold on. Anyway, I'll keep going. If you're looking at this for the first time from any YouTube channel that you're on now, it's available. I don't mean still to be available forever. And you've been on mine any amount of time, like an hour or 10 years, you'll find out that it's not what people say it is. It's very difficult to build any kind of business if that's what you're looking to do. And this is from experience of 19th year online, many years offline. Even though I could build a list, I could do all the stuff, I couldn't bring anybody with me. And what good is it to build a team of people if all they are is numbers? And that drove me insane. I want to be able to bring people with me and celebrate together. That's the way it should be. But it's rigged against you. It's been that way forever in MLM. I didn't like it. So anyway, you don't know me from Adam, but you can come in for free. They'll give you 3 free products. Why not? Why not? And by the way, if you do it before Sunday, you can also get into a giveaway of up to $10,000. Yeah, just for signing up free and getting 3 free products. So that's amazing. Anyway, a little bit more about last night. Ash came on. It was pretty phenomenal. He was relaxed, just telling us different things and what was coming and the enhancements that they're working on. Like if there's a time where they need to do some coding or something, they're constantly looking at what they can make better before they even bring it out. So that's why when you see something, it's so much more than we even thought it was. So that's pretty cool. He did say last night for everybody come 360 so they can watch Michael Williams come on. And I go, oh wow, now he's Michael Williams, right? I said, oh, that's pretty cool. But anyway, it was a great time. Welcome, Michael, for coming. I'd love to have you on here. Everybody respects you, knows who you are, and you've always been truthful and 100% in OnPassive. Obviously, a leader that everyone knows, unless they're under a rock somewhere. But anyway, look, get the time, watch the video from last night because I can't do it justice of what really went down and how it went down. And Ash was relaxed. He called the name of the webinar Family Reunion. So it was pretty cool. And the question that I had Robin ask was, when was it when you knew that this was more than just a company? And first time I saw his face where he went, whoa, that's pretty heavy. But anyway, he did it, answered it beautifully. I think people need to hear that. But anyway, I couldn't be blessed more with OnPassive. You all know that many, many years ago, I wound up on disability, and I thought, wow, I hit my peak at 42. That sucks. And then what happens OnPassive comes, and I enjoy this even more than what I did, and I love my job. Because I know this is going to impact the world. And it doesn't care if you're fat, skinny, ugly, Chris, or a lot of hair, no hair, whatever. Really, it just doesn't care. It's totally blind to any of the crappy things people judge people by. And for me, that's fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Chris, Red, because I feel a coughing frenzy coming up. Go ahead, Red.
Thanks very much. Welcome, Michael Williams. Great to see you on here, my brother. And as Marty said, I only concur with what he said. Is you are one of the biggest and best leaders that we have in OnPassive. You've been here all the way from the early days of 2018. You're hugely respected, and it is an honor and privilege to have you on Passive 360. Can't wait to listen to your wise words of wisdom a little bit later on in this show. So, guys, let's bring you up to date. Last 7 days then in OnPassive land. It's again been a busy week. I keep saying this. It's only when you look back over the last 7 days in OnPassive when you actually realize what has been going on, not only behind the scenes, but also what we actually see in front of us. So let's go back to last Wednesday then, only 7 days ago. And we were very privileged as well to have our good friend and leader from India, Gusminder Dillon on. Unfortunately, he couldn't get in the show, so Chris did a sterling job of holding his phone up to convey the messages that Gusminder has said to us. Again, a privilege to have him on Passive 360. He is a massive leader throughout the whole of the Indian community, and one we enjoy working side by side with. He's got a good nickname now with Gers, which Chris Johnson lovingly gave him. I actually quite think he likes it as well. So it was good to have him on there as well. So that was Wednesday. Thursday came around. Myself, Marty, did a bit of a debrief of what went on there. And we also saw on Thursday within our back office, link number 31 was pushed there as well from the web page that came out from the 2 weeks ago now. That would have been Friday, Saturday. Not much happened as far as that, but we did see Ashley came on Minu Millers as well and gave not so many updates, but he likes coming on, guys, these types of webinars. And I've said this multiple times before. He likes hanging with his friends. You guys, every single one of you out there, he looks at you as his friends. This is how he relaxes. He doesn't go out to the bars or anything like that for his relaxation. He hasn't got the time to do it. So where does he go? He finds a nice sociable place to go to, and that is with his foundership. And this is what he likes to do. We saw that again last night when he was very relaxed. You can always tell when he's relaxed. He's sitting back in his chair. He's listening intently to what people have got to say. And he is genuinely interested to hear what his foundership have got to say. And this is what he loves to do. And when he has the time, and he is such a busy man, and I'm sure Michael will give us a little bit of an insight into this as well when we hear from him of how busy he is behind the scenes, that when he gets time to do that, that's what he does. Sunday came around. Nothing happened on Sunday, but Monday, what a good day Monday was in OnPassive. We had the brand new webpage. Boy, is this new website that we've seen on Monday giving us probably the best idea of how the mobile version of the OnPassive app is going to look like, and also the mobile version of the websites. Why am I saying this? Because you'll notice that on the new website, all of the videos are put inside the outline of a mobile phone. That means that it's how it's going to look as a mobile ready video or app, or however it may be. That is kind of how it's going to look there. Very sharp. If you notice as well, it fills in all of the edges. There's no gaps, etc. Also, I love the way that it scrolled. Very interactive. There was lots of moving parts on every single page. When you click the down arrow, it's automatically refreshed into a new page. There's also all the tabs at the top as well that are there that you can go into more depth. Every single page and every single information part of the page had a read more. That expands out into a standalone page on itself. I really do encourage you guys to go to onpassive.com and really look at these websites, these web pages. Okay, go into depth. If it says read more, click it, see where it goes. If there's a tab or it highlights, click it, see where it goes, because it will gain you a lot more knowledge of everything to do with OnPassive. The About Us section as well, which is one of the tabs at the top of the page, is an amazing area to send people to who are interested in OnPassive, but you just don't have the technical expertise to explain it yourself. Send them your link from the My Link section. Say, click on About Us on the webpage. If they love it, then they can sign up through your link on that webpage. Absolutely brilliant. So yesterday we saw, that was Tuesday, we saw link number 32 come into our website. This is from the link before as well. That is all active. And today we are on OnPassive 360, and the 7-day free trial of OConnect and also OTracker has been extended for another 7 days. That is 1 week in OnPassive. I just want to quickly go over a little bit about Ash last night on his webinar and my thoughts and feelings really about what I was listening to and what I've heard on there. He really is outlining to us what OnPassive is going to be giving people. If you thought that OnPassive was just another company producing just another product, you really are mistaken. That this is not the end goal. We are out there making sure that when customers come into OnPassive, they are going to see applications and products that they have never seen before. This is the goal. There is no point in doing it half-heartedly. Every single new thing that is brought to the table with the noise reduction, with the HD quality, with the animations, with the videos, what OConnect is going to do, the auto translate, the text to speech with the OML, all of these things that we get told are coming our way is so that the client and the customer that come into OnPassive are going to be absolutely blown away. This is not a like for like. This is completely different. Why? Because it has been built completely differently. It has not been built on profit. It's not been the end goal. OnPassive is not here just to produce something so that it can sell it for the maximum amount of profit. They are producing things that people actually want. Whether the cost involved for that thing that they want is justifiable or not, if the clients want that product, then that is when Ash and his team get to work to produce it. Look what he is doing with the hard of hearing community, the auto sign languages. Look what he's doing with the amount of work that is being spent on the virtual avatars that we are going to be using with OConnect. We don't need to do those, but there is a big need for a lot of people to have that type of thing. And this is what's going to make the difference at the end of the day for you guys out there when you are going to be reselling these products. You'll be able to go there with confidence to so many people saying, you need to look at this. And as soon as they look at it, they are going to be hooked. Every single one of these products that we are producing is going to be extra special. Mark my words. You only have to look at OTrim compared to its competitors right now. What we are giving for free in OTrim would have to be paid for with another product that is out there right now. I won't mention their names. You know what they are, but you have to pay for those extras. Anyway, I've said enough. Chris Johnson, it's over to you.
Wow, you did say a lot, Red. Thank you very much for that, Marty. Michael Williams, my future GM. It's always a pleasure to see you. A couple good words about Michael before I start. Not only is he a very good friend of mine, he's also a brother, but he's also one heck of a family man. And I want to applaud you for all the last couple months, what you've been doing with for your kids. Absolutely love that and a lot of respect for you. All right, we'll get back to you in a minute, Michael. Thank you for being here. I want to talk about a few things that Ash Mufareh said that I say was poetic. It was tearful. It was heartfelt. And it's just a couple things I want to say, and then I'm going to turn it over to Michael. He said some things last night that made my heart thump, thump, thump. If that sounds funny, whatever, but it's the truth. He said that we want the best for our children. All right. Not a lot of CEOs I've ever heard say that is we want the best for our children. And then he went on to ask us all a question. Would you want your kids to be on the social media out there now? Or do you want them on a protective platform, which is OnPassive? And everyone agrees is that you wouldn't have a 6 or 7-year-old kid jumping on all these other platforms because there's no security and it's dangerous. I love that he said it. Then we had a young lady from India come on. She was very emotional. You could see there was some pain in her heart and her mind, and Ash noticed it right away, and he talked about it. And then he made a quote that I loved. He said, "We have something for the pain that's coming our way." Absolutely love that, Brother Ash. That's just a security for me for who you really are. And a lot of people don't know who you really are, and I keep saying I can't wait for the world to know who you really are. Those two things were very powerful for me. He also talked about debit cards, credit cards, things that are coming our way. Something that I want you to go watch. Someone brought up a question about WhatsApp and what he's going to do for that, and that gave me chills. Go watch the video. I don't want to talk about it because I want you to hear it from his mouth. I hope we got that recorded. But to me, it's an amazing thing to sit on a webinar, get a text at 10 o'clock at night, say, "Hey, Chris, what are you doing?" I don't know. What are we doing? That's usually the first thing we say is, "What are we doing?" He asked about, and I want to give a big shout out again to Minu Miller, Minnow, the O Paradise Show. That's what it stands for, Minnow, who did one heck of a job running that show, took charge, took control. I love you, sister. Great job. I woke up today, went to bed, I think at 3:30, 4 o'clock because we were up so late. And I just had this great feeling, which I've been having for probably the last 3 years of my life since I became an OnPassive founder. I know exactly what's coming my way. I get punched at a little bit around the world from certain individuals. I can take it because I know what's coming my way. I get family members that say things. I can take it because I know what's coming our way, and you should be excited about it. And someone asked him last night, funny question, what do I say to the negative people? He didn't. It was kind of a comical answer. I want you to go watch it. It was like, yeah, okay, so, and that's the great way that he looks at it. He's taught me that because I think a few of us on this panel right now, we all get a little mad when they do it, but we learn what's the difference, what they think. We know what is coming, okay? Greatest thing that I think I could say to all of you, when is it coming? Soon. My other great answer, listen, people 2 weeks ago were trying to compare what they were going to do just with O Connect. And everyone got hung up on one product about commissions. I'm like, what are these people thinking? We have last night he was talking about commissions on the debit card or credit cards we're going to get. And if you hear me, I say multiple streams of income. Ash Mufareh has so many multiple streams of income that's coming our way. It's unbelievable. Don't get hung up on one thing. Think about the whole thing under the whole umbrella, and it was designed for all of us, and I absolutely love that. So on that note, I want to thank Brother Ash for coming on there last night, and it was a lot of fun. Stayed up a little later than I wanted to, but it was a lot of fun. And I want to introduce you to someone new. You all knew the old Michael Williams. We all knew what a great guy he was. Numbers guy. He got you excited. He got you fun. But now we have someone brand new. I think it's his twin brother, Michael the Williams. Come on, my man. Let's hear what you got. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you so much, Chris. Red, Marty. It's a wonderful pleasure to be here with you guys today, to be with our founding members and to everyone at large. OnPassive is just the place to be. It's been an awesome past few months, being able to travel with my family at various events and so on. That's always a good thing, but this summer was more than in the past. As the kids get older, there's more to do and so on, but it's been great. And there's nothing like family, there really isn't. And when you have a a good family, because we know some family members, right? But when you have a good set of people around you, spouse, children, just good support that is there, that allows you to do the things that you do and want to do, right? Because a lot of what we do here is really all about our children. We do everything. We put everything on the line, all the sacrifices, etc. And that's kind of one of the reasons. There's many, but that's one of the reasons why our CEO, we kind of gel together, is because he's of that same mindset, and that he wants to have his family around him in everything that he does, traveling, the same thing, and that's good. It says something about a person, I believe, and not speaking of myself, but it says something about a person when you see the care that they put in for their family, and that, also it spills over into the business side of things, because we see the care that our CEO puts in to this family, this OnPassive family. It's the same way he treats his own personal family, and so that's an awesome thing. Recently, we had the opportunity to have dinner with him and his family in Orlando. We were there as a family doing our events, and so we just happened to be there at that time, and he took time out. I didn't have to. I did reach out to him. I says, I'm here now. This is what our schedule is. See if your schedule fits anywhere inside there, and let's just meet up just to get a quick bite. But like our CEO, everything is always the top, right? So 5 minutes turned into hours, okay? And so not that he didn't have anything to do, right? There's always stuff to do. He's extremely busy. Just as many of you have reached out to me, and you know that I'm extremely busy, especially at this time of year. He's extremely busy, but yet he took the time to have dinner. And you think one night was good enough? No, one night wasn't good enough, because he felt that my daughter wasn't impressed, right? Although she was, but he felt that she was. I don't think she was. So you know what? We're gonna do it even better the next night, right? So so that was awesome, right? But I just bring that up, just so people can understand the type of person that we're dealing with, because it takes a special person to be able to pull this off, to be able to weather the storm, to be able to take all the crap that's dump on you at times, because you have a goal in mind. You have a desire to see people live a better life, right? You have a desire to see businesses expand and grow in such a way that is more cost effective for them. It's more feasible for them. Just to live a clean way of doing things. And that's why we have that phrase, the correction of the corruption, right? We know there's so much of that out there, but yet we see it time and time again from our CEO, from the staff, from the great leaders that we have in this company. And that's truly a blessing, right? I every single day I give thanks, because of what we have in OnPassive. And as Chris alluded to, what is to come. Everyone in OnPassive should be so relaxed, should be so at ease, should be so comfortable, knowing that it's a done deal, knowing what's in store for them. And if they're not sure what's in store, and if it's not clear, right, then they need to kind of recheck themselves, go back a little bit, spend some time on Marty's channel, Red channels, Chris channel, so many channels, our corporate channel. Spend some time and get to fully understand what this company is really about. Don't listen to people who are not in OnPassive, but focus on those who are here, because these guys that's on here right now, they're not crazy people. They're not stupid. They're not fools, right? They have sense. They're sensible individuals, okay? And these are people that would be okay even if there wasn't an OnPassive, because life existed prior to OnPassive, right? But yet they've made a commitment to go on this journey. They made a commitment. Why? 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Why? Right? We have nothing better to do, right? We don't have elsewhere to go spend our time. Of course not. because we see something that is of value. And when you have something that is of value, you're going to nurture it. You're going to take care of it, right? You're going to protect it, right? You're going to continue to water it, to make it grow, to flourish. And that's exactly what we've seen in OnPassive over the past 5 years. It's been nothing but a miracle after a miracle after a miracle. When you think of, we had 2 years of COVID, and here we are still standing strong, stronger than ever before, right? We've seen all the great progress that has been happening, folks. This is the only place to be. And as Mr. Ash says, if you cannot succeed with OnPassive, just wrap it up. Just wrap it up. Just forget about it. There is nothing else that you're going to be able to achieve and have success in life with from a business standpoint if you can achieve it OnPassive. Why? Because all the heavy lifting is done for you. No one else is doing that, and no one else will do that for you. So you can rest assured that you and your family will be well taken care of. A lot of the questions that we get are unnecessary because of, if we truly understand the love, the compassion that from the top to all the leaders and the great founders that we have, if you understand all that love and compassion coming together, nothing but greatness can come from that. Nothing but greatness. So OnPassive was designed to help you generate wealth. Yes, it was. How do you do that? By producing real products that people want, right? If nobody wants what you have, forget about the wealth part of it. It's just not going to happen. So you have to produce real products, okay? It can be digital, it can be physical, but you have to produce real products that people want. Because if they want it, then you know you have something that is going to last forever, like forever. OnPassive will last forever. As long as God allows it, it's going to happen. It's a done deal, folks. So once again, guys, just thank you so much for having me on here. Just know, all of you listening out there, just know that we are in the best company ever, and all your dreams and hopes will become a reality.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Couldn't say it any better for sure. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes, Marty, you're good.
I like this
Okay.
Williams guy. Who is this guy, the Williams?
I don't know. I heard a lot about him, but here he is.
Wow. I want to know who's that guy too.
Anyway,
I'm going to just say something. I absolutely love what Michael was saying, and I'm going to expand on it slightly here about saying that we're not stupid individuals. And I'm going to piggyback on what he said now and bring in Supercars Magilist. Now, we've all seen what Mohamed Nassal has done, bringing in Supercars Magilist as one of the, with OnPassive partnering them. We're talking about people who are multi-millionaires and multi-billionaires who are part of Supercars Magilist. And these guys have joined OnPassive. Now, you need to ask yourself, are they stupid? Do they know what they're doing? You're damn right they know what they're doing. And they can see what OnPassive is doing. They might not think the way that we are thinking about it, but what they can see is this is going to be a huge company moving forward. We've taken the OnPassive journey. We've done every step of the way. And so we see OnPassive in a slightly different light. These guys seeing it from their point of view and perspective as business people, as successful entrepreneurs, and they can see what OnPassive is going to be. And they want a part of it. And the way that they want a part of it is by joining as they have done. And this is why Michael is saying that these kinds of people, us included, we're not stupid, guys. We are not crazy cult figures that want our tribe leading us and all the rest of it. No, we are here because we can see as well what is going to happen. We have got the vision to see past where we are right now, to see the bigger picture. These guys have as well. And this is one of the reasons that they are multimillionaires and multi-billionaires, because there is only a certain percentage of the population that can see past now. They are looking down the road, and this is why they want to be part of it. I've said enough. Back to you, Marty.
Thank you. Like I said, yeah, it was fantastic what Michael said, and makes you, everybody feeds off each other but the one thing that's very unique about OnPassive for everybody watching is all of us here want everyone to be their best. And this platform is fertile ground for you to be who you want to be at the maximum level you want to go. I know a lot of people pointed at everybody, well, that's him and that's her. And no. That's other companies. In here, this is a big enough platform that everybody can reach and do what they want to do. You don't need to be like me. You don't need to be like Mike Williams or Chris Johnson or Redfern. Be you. I'm seeing more and more people that are introverted, very quiet. And the amazing part of this movement and the platform of OnPassive was I'm seeing those people, they're starting to talk. They have a lot to say. Most introverts are thinking, so there's something there, but they gotta feel safe in opening their mouth or getting behind a camera. And I'm seeing it every day. And listen, that'll only produce powerful results. Powerful results. And I'm seeing it all the time. But I keep insinuating or telling people, focus on you. You are good enough. You do deserve. I don't know what I did to deserve this. Doesn't matter if you know. You deserve it or you wouldn't be here. A lot of people said no. That's okay. I'm not here to talk to them. I'm saying go as far as you can go. Live your life. Look, biggest treasures are in graveyards. I don't care if they live 70 years. Most people don't live their fullest. They just don't. They even be healthy, whatever. They lived a long time, but they died not fulfilling their why. And this is the platform that can do that. And you're going to see people come here. Somebody was telling me about, well, AI is going to do this. I said, listen to me. The same story happened back when Henry Ford came in the world. When he said, I'm going to make a car, cars came out. The blacksmiths, you're going to take all our jobs. You're scaring the horses. These conversations happen, scared the world to death. How many businesses were formed from the auto industry? Listen, there's going to be businesses formed from AI that don't exist yet. So let's look ahead. Let's believe this is what's going to happen. And that is what's going to happen. But like Michael said, I lived in the dark side of MLM and all that, and even could market all that. But the end result was I was looking for OnPassive for 25 years. So am I a little crazy? Yeah, I think I am. But I'm crazy for OnPassive because finally I get the 2020 vision of something I've been looking for all my life. All my life as an adult, because everybody gets a fair shake. Everybody's playing the game. And you get, well, there's a lot of competition. Listen, OnPassive not only make their own products, they created their own game. Now, unless you're going to come into OnPassive game, you can't win. We're not competing the same as you are. Michael brought it up. You give people what they want, way above market value. Treat people with respect. You don't get people in with a hidden small print. Oh, by the way, you've got the good version, but if you spend another $29.95, you can have the elite version. I mean, I've been to all that. All of you have. If you've been online, you have. This isn't something special. So be happy. And listen, here's the best way you can answer people that ask questions. Remember, a lot of people ask questions to get to the one that ties you up. So don't go down that rabbit hole. When people ask me, well, what about, if it starts with what about, I say, ask Mufareh. I don't know what that means. Go find out. Because if you don't know the answer is ask Mufareh and you want all the little details, you're lost. And there's no reason to be lost. Everybody here has spent years trying to tell people what's going on, at least what we see. I don't know the end result, but I've seen what's gone by the window, and it's amazing. It's only going to lead to something spectacular. the ingredients of OnPassive is going to make a beautiful cake. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. We're seeing reality what's going on, but don't try to convince. Don't try to, well, it's this and that, because they're going to trap you, and that's all they really want to do. They don't want the truth, but the truth is you're in the best place possible. Once you know it, people will come in because they see you have something. They don't care what it is. I want whatever that guy's got because he's walking different. He's walking taller. He's happy. There's the sale for OnPassive. Anyway, that's all I've got. If anybody else has anything else. All right, then.
Well, I always have a lot to say, Marty. But, we will be here for hours upon hours, and I'm not trying to follow in Ash's footsteps. I'm not trying to be here for 7 hours. But yeah, I mean, echo everything you guys are saying. I mean, people just have to realize, why are you here? Like, why did you join? Why did you get involved? You know what I mean? Has anything changed from that? Is your reason, has that changed? If it's still the same, right? That same positive reason why you got involved in the first place, again, just rest assured that, yeah, you were right. You weren't wrong. You didn't make a wrong decision. You were right. And the beautiful thing about OnPassive is that if everyone wanted to leave, it's okay. It really is. There's no reason for me to try and pull on somebody. No, you got to stay. Don't leave. Folks, you have the best thing that could ever happen to you from a business standpoint in your hands. And if you choose to let it go by the wayside, that's on you. I'm going to be fine. Marty's going to be fine. Red's going to be fine. Chris, we're going to be fine, right? And all those who continue to move forward and keep the faith are going to be fine, right? That's the beauty about this business. Other business that we've been in, oh my gosh, you got to sing, dance, clap, run, walk, hug, cuddle, you know what I mean? Rub backs, all these things to get people to stay. Here, we're like, hey, if you want to leave, it's okay. No harm, we can still be friends. You're not going to see me down the hallway and turn the other. No, I'm not going to bug you. It's okay. That's a good feeling, folks. It's a good feeling when you don't have to, any scare tactics to get people to join or to even stay in. It's good to know that, yeah, honestly, if you want to leave, it's okay. Now, because I care about you, do I want you to leave? No, because I know what you're giving up. You understand? But it's a good feeling to have, though. And finally, we can have that feeling, because I can't think of another business where we've had that feeling before, where it was okay it's like okay, let's meet up. Let's talk about it as to why you want to leave. You know what I mean? And which is what happens in society, right? If you canceling the car insurance or canceling from one provider to another, they always want to ask you, what could we have done better? And they're always trying to, get you to stay. Okay, we'll offer you this and there's none of that in OnPassive. OnPassive is a clean business. OnPassive is built upon love. And we can't say that enough. We just can't, because it's something that is different. That's refreshing to me, folks. It's refreshing to finally have something that is not like this and not like that. I was talking to someone, I was saying, people try to compare OnPassive. How can you? There isn't anything like it. And we're not trying to say that, oh, we are the greatest slices. We're not trying to knock any other company. It's just the truth. There isn't anything else like it. Right? And this is why people say, well, it's supposed to be August 1st. It's supposed to be July 1st. It's supposed to be this, supposed to be that, blah, 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 blah. Folks, if I'm traveling to Michigan to meet up with Chris, and I say, Chris, I'm going to be there in 4 hours, buddy. And I get on the road, right? And all of a sudden, there's construction. And now you have to take a detour because they've closed the road. Did I know that there was a construction up ahead? Did I know that there's going to be a detour? So all of a sudden now it's no longer going to be 4 hours, Chris. I'm going to see you in 5 hours, buddy. And then I continue on my journey. And guess what? All of a sudden now there's an accident. The highway shut down. You got to make another detour. Okay, Chris, I'm going to be there at 6 o'clock, buddy. You understand, folks? That's what OnPassive is, right? It's something that's not been done before. But what we do know, the end result is going to sweep you off your feet. The end result is going to make you feel so good about yourself and your decision. You're going to be shedding tears. That's how sweet it's going to be, right? And so when you understand that, folks, you can't help but be excited. You can't help but be up at 3 a.m. on some webinar when you should be sleeping, right? That's what OnPassive is all about. And so we're going to continue to cherish this journey. We're going to continue to forge ahead. And we just trust and hope and want everyone to come along with us, because we want you all to reap in the blessings. We want you all to reap in the rewards that is forthcoming, because that's important, folks. That's why we joined. We didn't join just to shake hands and be lovey-dovey and hug. And that's not why we joined, right? We say it's not a business, but it is a business, right? But it's more than that, because now it's one big happy family, right? Not a cult, right? As was said earlier, right? Because that's not for me, right? But certainly we all care about people, and that's what you're seeing. That's what you're experiencing, right? Is that affection, okay? That starts from the top with our CEO, come all the way down, right? That's just what it is, folks. And take it for what it is, because you are in the best company ever.
All right. Listen, I'm not going to try to top that. I'm going to say goodbye, everybody, and see you next week. Michael, thank you for being here. No joke. It's turned out very, very good. Chris, I'm just kidding. But thanks everybody, and we'll see you next time. Over 2,000 people. Much gratitude, everyone. All right. Till next time.
Thank you, everyone.